My little house fits me just fine. She greets me with outstretched hands, holds me in her strong arms, offers me red wine, and softly asks me to just be. But there was a time, many years ago, I met a man, and his house was much smaller than mine. And I was just simply too big to fit. Like trying to fit an old pair of jeans from my high school days over my 30-year-old hips, widened with time and age. I squeezed myself through his front door and burst his house at the seams. And he looked up at me and said, "Shrink to fit, please." And so, in the name of something like love, I did. I shed my dreams and doused them in melancholy and still did not fit. I shed my secrets in quiet whispers and still did not fit. I shed my clothes, bared naked, and still did not fit. I shed everything that made me, me, until there was nothing left but blood and flesh and bone and breath, and only then did I just barely fit into his tiny house. And only then did I see the shitty tired carpet and the cramped dim rooms and the cracked, long-forgotten sepia-tone windows, dirty from time and age and obvious abuse. And I thought, all the sacrifice, all the shedding of my serpent skin, all the melancholy and the pain and the loss of self, all for this? Realizing in horror that I would become another thing of his, that would end up cramped, shitty, and aged, dim, tired, and forgotten, in dark rooms with ugly fucking carpet and cracked windows. His little house constricted, tighter around my hips, still too wide. And it slowly squeezed the light and air and life out of me. There was no staying without the blood sacrifice of self. So in the night, I squeezed back out the door, bruising and scraping myself in the name of something like escape, still barely able to fit, and picked up the pieces of me strewn all over the place. My dreams pulled back over my shoulders like a worn and loved fur coat. My secrets slipped back over my curves like a silky black slip dress. My clothes finally clung back to my body, reminding me that I am the home where I belong. I raced screaming into the night, roaring like a lion, like a wildfire, tasting it, the freedom and the wildness I'd relinquished in order to shrink to fit. I was simply too big, too much, too loud, too wild to be contained in a small house that required sacrifice of blood and flesh and bone and breath to fit within, even still restrained. So I ran, barefoot and blind, cloaked in my fur and silk and secrets and dreams, tearing into the night, back to my little house that fits me just fine. She greets me with outstretched hands, holds me in her strong arms, offers me red wine, and softly asks me to just be.